Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Tennille, your hostess with the mostest, and I am so excited today because I have been doing this segment called Transcending Topics, where we're going above and beyond. The topics that go past these headlines, they're impactful, they're insightful, and unfiltered conversations. So today we have a very, very special guest, as you saw just there. I'm going to pop him on real quick because Mr. Chad Brawley, I hope I am saying that correct. I forgot to ask that question. I'm normally good about asking the questions, but it is what it is today because we have something that I think that you guys are really going to find interesting. So I can't wait. He is here on behalf of the Luke Church. So, Chad, how are you doing today, sir?
I am doing very well. How about you?
I am doing good. I'm so
Good.
excited to be able to bring this information to the people, if you will, all my
Yes, yes,
supporters out
absolutely.
there. I cannot wait to do this because y'all, there's a new album out, and I know that y'all get
Mhm.
excited about music no matter what genre it is. This is
Mhm.
gospel,
Gospel.
but I think nowadays that kind of encompasses a lot. But before we
Mhm.
get into that, please introduce yourself and tell people what you do.
My name is Chad Brawley. I am the worship pastor at the Luke Church in Humble, Texas. Humble is one of our northern suburbs of Houston, Texas. Um, and I'm a native Houstonian. I am a musician.
He's being
Um,
humble right now, ladies and gentlemen. I saw that laundry list of things that you've done. I've even listened to a little bit of your music. Now,
oh
remember,
wow, thank you.
so he is definitely being humble, and we're gonna let him have that one for today. So that's great.
Oh,
But he's
okay.
amazing, just so y'all know. So go do your due diligence. Make sure you check him out, and make sure you check out the Luke Church. Isn't that correct?
Mhm. Yes, yes, yes.
So, but today, ladies and gentlemen, we're here about the new project. Let's talk about it. Bridges.
Bridges.
Let's get into it.
Yep.
Um, Now I looked through some things and I saw that this was very unique. So I'm going to give you a little backstory on myself. I
Okay.
come from that old school uh 90s, early 2000s when people were actually putting things out that came from the church. When we
Mhm,
were at the
mhm,
revivals, when we were
mhm,
at vacation Bible school, or you
mhm.
heard the Mississippi Mass Choir in
Yep,
somebody's church going off. Okay.
yep, yep.
Um, so are we going to get that feeling from this project? Because there's a lot of people out there my age that are right now, we are still sanctified,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if you will. So tell me the feeling that we're going to get from this project, Bridget.
Um, the feeling you'll get is, maybe refreshing is a good word.
Okay.
It is definitely the sound of our house. It's the sound of our church. So it does really come out of the church. These are songs that we sing and have sung, during Sunday morning. And these are songs that just kind of live in our church. And so I'm from that era as well. So,
Okay.
I get the choir culture. And so, there's some of that on here. There's a lot of that on here actually. So hopefully people will get that.
Okay, I was looking through the names of the songs that are actually on this album, and a lot
Mhm,
of them resonate because they look like something that you could be familiar with. Um,
mhm.
where did you reach into your inspiration for coming up, not only with the titles, because I saw that, we've got a special guest writer, if you will, on
Mhm,
lots of these projects. We'll talk
mhm,
about that in just a second.
mhm.
But where did you get your inspiration for really wanting to do this and make it homegrown, if you will?
So I've been serving here at the Luke for 13, 14 years. So, um, this project was something that was on my heart from the beginning, and we've been asking about it over the years and working toward it and all that kind of stuff. So to see it come to fruition is very special because it's been a while in the making. We have an amazing team at the church on our music team, and so uh, everybody's talent and skill level is to the point and high enough to where uh, we're able to record a project fully in-house and not have to bring in other musicians, other producers. Everybody on the team has had experience kind of in this space and does what they do very well, and so that's how we pulled it together. The inspiration is we want to add to the body of repertoire that we call church music. So we want to help give churches music to sing, small groups music to sing, personal worship time at the house, music to sing and to worship with. And so that's kind of how we got there.
Okay, I also hear that it has a little bit of everything. You were
Mhm,
talking about the people on your team. It's okay
mhm.
now to throw a couple of names out there about these
Okay.
writers, the
Okay.
people that are going to be singing on here that are familiar to those of us that do listen to gospel music. Just
Mhm.
kind of tell us a little bit about the team that is actually working on this project with you, or worked on this
S-
project with you, because there's going to be a
Yeah,
listening party tonight,
we're
right?
here now. Yes, yes,
We
absolutely.
are here.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're here. The team is amazing. So, you noticed that a number of the songs are written by Michael Dixon. Michael Dixon has been uniquely gifted by God to write songs. Many people can write, but having the gift to write is a little bit different and very special. And so, Mike is one of those people who can hear a sermon and then by the end of the sermon, he's written a song, for the
Wow.
invitation.
Yeah.
And so that has happened a number of times. And some of these songs have maybe come out of that, but they've definitely come out of the culture of our church. And so having him as a writer was very important because he's able to capture the sound of the house and also capture what God has given him for this time. He is one of our three worship leaders. Olivia Mack and Tatiana Barnett are our other two worship leaders, all very talented vocalists in their own right and worship leaders. And there's a difference in that too, but they do both well. And so having them on the project was very easy decision. Our band is excellent. They're able to play pretty much anything that we give them.
That's good to be blessed with a house full of talented people. I mean,
Yes, 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 it
what I
is.
want to ask you, because we do also like to kind of talk about the business side of these things, and we
Okay.
know that that is part of this. Working with people that you are with on a consistent basis on a
Mhm.
project of this magnitude, how was that? Did it change the dynamic for you guys?
Yeah, I think it brought us a little bit closer,
Okay.
because we were intentional about not bringing in a bunch of outside people, and so it forced us to have to meet more and work together to pull everything off. And so I think it was very good for the team in that way, and it kind of also solidifies that this is our sound, this is our project, this is our church, our choir. We all have a lot of ownership in it, and so it has worked out very well.
Okay, so
Hmm.
let's talk about
Hmm.
this. What
Okay.
are you guys, because you kind of said that you were wanting to bring more people in and have something for everyone. Uh,
Hmm.
what are you hoping to achieve with this project being solely in-house? Do you want to bring more people there to your specific church? What was your ultimate goal?
Ultimately, we want to shine a light on Jesus, and hopefully, the music will inspire people to want to know more about Jesus, or if they're already in relationship, to strengthen that relationship. Absolutely, we want people to come to the church. If you are in the Houston metropolitan area or beyond, we want to see you in the building and online. And so, part of that is part of the reason as well, just to extend our reach, and like I said earlier, to provide music for the local church. Everything on this project can be sung by the local church on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, I saw those titles and I was just like, "Oh man,
Hmm.
I can't wait to
Hmm.
hear the full
Hmm.
project."
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're over at the Luke Church in Humble, Texas. You can pre-order right now. I got it running across the screen just for you
Hmm.
guys, okay?
Hmm.
So is there anything that you feel like really, really stands out if they are a person who is looking to get back involved and
Hmm.
maybe wants to come to something like this or to a concert or something? What is something that stands out and would really get them in the seats? What was your favorite part of this album?
Oh, wow. My favorite part, honestly, and it's gonna sound crazy, my favorite part was the mixing process, which is
Oh,
after everything is recorded, everything's done. But when you're producing something like this, a lot of time you may not even hear everything or notice everything that's been recorded, or notice, oh, they played that chord, or they did this, or he hit the cymbal here. Those fine details, some of those I didn't even hear until the mixing process, which made it even better because it's
yeah.
like, this gumbo if you will, is full of some good stuff, and so the
Okay, and then you can
more.
put your own twist to it and you can bring
Yeah.
it out more if need
Mhm.
be. So,
Mhm.
ladies and gentlemen, if you
Mhm.
are into music, there are some professionals who put a professional piece of work together. It's
Mhm.
called the
Absolutely.
Bridges. We definitely need you guys to go get your pre-order so that you can
Mhm.
listen to it, so that you can support this church. I've got it
Mhm.
right down there. It says www.theluke.org. I'm sure you can get all
Mhm.
the information about being able
Yep.
to come to services, about being able
Yep.
to pick this
Mhm.
actual item up or being able
Mhm.
to get it in your
Mhm.
hands so that you can listen
Yes.
to it yourself.
Yep.
Okay, we talked about Michael Dixon. Now
Mhm.
we also talked about the recordings of the late 90s and
Mhm.
we brought it all the way up. Do
Mhm.
you think this will catch on as a new trend of churches putting out these projects specifically to their churches, because there really have not been that many churches that do it, solely in house. So, do you think
Right.
it'll be a new trend? Are you starting
I
something
hope
there?
so. I really do hope so. I do hope so because I think different churches have different sounds based on their church and their community and all of that. And I think many people have something valuable to contribute to what we call church music. And now, especially because gospel is so wide and there's so
Mhm.
much and so many different types of gospel, and it's very commercial. Um, Sometimes as a minister of music, I find myself looking hard. What can we
Okay.
sing? I need, I can't. Well, that don't work. That won't work either. So hopefully this will catch on and people will put music out from their house that we can all do.
Yeah, because you are performing for your crowd and you know the
Absolutely.
people that are there in your community at your
Hmm.
church. All
Hmm.
right, we're back to this
Hmm.
inviting people out to the church just
Hmm.
one more
Yeah.
time, just to make sure
Yep.
that they come out. Are you
Yep.
guys having any upcoming events where you're going to be showcasing this work of art?
Yes, we're planning to do somewhat of a kind of church service release event on the first Wednesday of May
Okay.
at 7 p.m. that Wednesday night. Yeah. So looking forward to that. And that'll be an opportunity. We're going to sing some of the music and talk about how we got here and all that kind of stuff. So looking forward to that.
Okay. Well, is there
Mhm.
anything else that you want to share with me? Any tidbits that we need to be looking for in this music?
Um, n No, not necessarily to look for. I want everybody to hear it in their own way, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I do wanna mention that we have, Nikita Fox, who
Okay.
is one of Houston's, premier vocalists. She's on the project. Michael Dixon is on there, Olivia Mack, Tatiana Barnett. It's just a great project with lots of variety.
Okay, variety,
Mhm,
ladies and gentlemen. You can't
mhm,
beat that anywhere. It'll be something for everybody. Maybe you could
mhm.
use it in on a road trip with the family.
Yeah,
Summertime,
absolutely. Yeah.
summertime is definitely coming. We gotta always be
Uh-huh.
looking for that. Um,
Yep.
is there something on there for the kiddos?
Um If they like choir music,
Okay,
like contemporary choir music,
we'll take
possibly
that.
they may enjoy some of. And then we also have a CCM song on there, so which is contemporary Christian music, which is a different genre of gospel. But we do have one of those on there, and that type of music has become really popular with young people, young adults specifically. So hopefully that will reach into the youth and children's area as well.
Okay, if you had to use one word to describe this project, what would it be?
Uh, energetic, energetic.
Energetic. Okay.
Energetic,
Most
yeah.
people try to go with uplifting or whatever.
Oh,
Energetic
yeah.
is a very good one because that means
Mhm,
that you can rock out to it, ladies and gentlemen, however
mhm,
you want to. And
mhm.
hopefully you get your praise on, and it is
Yep,
amazing. Y'all, we
yep,
have
yep,
Brawley here. Is that
yeah.
how you pronounce it? Brawley?
Brawley, yes, ma'am.
Brawley. Okay.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm,
like I said, I think that we've covered it all. They're going to
mhm,
be having an event upcoming for you to actually be able to go and hear these people live singing it and doing it.
mhm.
But you need to
Yep,
make sure that you get your pre-order. Tell
yep.
them where they can do that again.
At theluke.org, that's our church website. Just go on, scroll down, you'll see a banner that says purchase the order your CD. And just click that and fill it out.
All right, that was too easy. Thank you so
Mhm.
much, Chad, for coming
Yes.
on today. This is a transcending topic, ladies and gentlemen, because this is something that has really not been done that much. And I can't wait
Mm-mm.
for you to hear the project.
Mhm.
Make sure you go check out the
Yep.
bridges. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.